Oh, baby, I've been excited for this one. Welcome to Man Cave Media. Today I'm unboxing a shoe that I thought was unobtainable for me. Let's check them out. All right, so I'm nicknaming what's left of this year as the year of grails. For me personally, anyways. This particular shoe in this box was one that was on my unobtainable list. And that is because even retail, the price was more than I was ever willing to pay for a sneaker. Retail from Nike. Forget about the resale market. The sticker price on the box was more than I wanted to pay for a pair of shoes. So I never thought that I would ever have these in my possession, but yet here they are. I'm talking about, of course, the Nike Air Jordan 11 Adapt in the Legend Blue colorway. These originally launched in 2021 for a retail price of $500 US. $500. That's a no from me, dog. But of course, in a world where StockX exists, of course, there's that, occasion when scalping or scalpers actually work for the consumer rather than against the consumer. This is one of those times. I got these for significantly less than retail. StockX did a Black Friday thing where like all the highest bids are accepted. I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure. And so I threw a bid down. All the bids on this particular pair of shoes were kind of low. So I threw a bid down of $360, and someone had outbid me. At this time, I was on Hawaii time, and so while I was asleep, somebody outbid me, and so my bid wasn't taken. But in classic StockX form, this has happened to me more than once. I forgot to go back in and cancel that bid. So weeks later, we are already back from vacation. We're in December now. I wake up to the email from Discover that my credit card was charged, and I'm like, the hell it was, and frantically thumb tapping away, figured out that it was from StockX. And that's because somebody had accepted my bid, which is incredible. In the past, when something like that would happen, I would get kind of annoyed with myself for not going back in and canceling my bid. But for this particular shoe, I'm fine with it. Fine with it. I wanted these really bad, and I never thought I'd be able to get them. So anyways, those of you not familiar with the Adapt system, that is the Back to the Future self-lacing sneakers brought to life by Nike. And that's what they call it. It's Nike Adapt. And you use an app on your phone called Fit Adapt to adjust the laces, tighten them, loosen them, things of that nature. I actually have never used the app before. So I'll be learning along with y'all. But anyways, they do have other silhouettes with the Adapt technology in them. But they did release two Air Jordan 11s. One is, I forget exactly what they call it. It's white with like some hits of orange and black. Many consider that to be the superior colorway. I disagree. I humbly disagree, because while I like the silhouette of the AJ11, one thing that I never really did like about it was the patent leather around the upper, which that's one of the main style points for the AJ11. So it's kind of weird that I like the way it looks, but I never did really care for the patent leather. So there's only a handful of colorways that I would actually consider buying. The cool grays, which I own, that's one of them. But this particular AJ11 in the powder blue for the Adapt does not have the patent leather. Where the patent leather goes, I think it's suede. So no patent leather. And the rest of the upper, I think it's like a ripstop material. But enough waffle. Enough waffle. That being said, let's get them out of the box, shall we? Been waiting for this. All right, so this is a fairly large box. It's probably one of the largest boxes I've ever had in here for a Nike Jordan anyways. And if you've never had an Adapt before, they have these two tabs in the front here, as well as like this I'll get close-ups of the box. I haven't done close-ups of the box in a while because I haven't had anything special back here, but I'll do close-ups of this one. But anyways, there's your like shiny iridescent Jumpman. And then these two pull tabs release the lid. And these are really worn out, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that whoever the scalper was who had these sitting in his closet for years, these have been out. These released, again, I'll remind you, I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. These released in 2020. These have been sitting in somebody's closet since 2021, man. And I'm sure he's opened them a million times for friends and family. But anyways, let's go ahead and crack the seal on these guys. This box swings out wide, so I'm actually going to move it so I don't hit the camera. There we go. Recenter everything. Perfect. All right, here's my StockX receipt for way too much money. Still way less than retail. Got that shiny Adapt paper. Before I get the paper open, let's get this guy open. Which I believe this is the charger. So there is a USB-C cable, USB-A to C. And I believe, yep, they give you a wall wart. So that's nice of them. Does it have Nike branding on it? Nope. Just a very basic black wall wart charger. Not even a swoosh on it. Forget the Jumpman, you don't even get a swoosh. Alright, this is nice, cool, iridescent paper for the Adapts. Looks like it's seen better days. Oh, and you get some wax paper as well. And bam, oh my goodness. Look at these beauties. Sneaker number 1. How'd they put this? Oh, there it is. They wrapped the StockX tag around the tongue because there's no lace eyelets. That's funny. Oh man, these are so good. Sneaker number 2. Oh, what's this? What's this? He put them on, man. Not dead stock. I call shenanigans. Whoa. I call shenanigans. Alright, let's get the charge pad out. I am going to be careful with this stuff because, unlike usual for me, I actually want to keep this box. Because the box is part of the experience. So how many times have you bought a pair of shoes that came with a user manual? Yeah. And this is the charging pad. There you go. Adapt Charger 1.0. Like I said, it is USB-C. That's cool. Alright. Let me see if I can get on without the instructions. I think I'll be fine. This box put back together here. Set the box to the side. Again, I'll get close-ups of this box. It's been a while since I've had a box worthy of close-ups. Alright. Back to a standing position. Alright, here they are in all their glory. Nike Air Jordan 11 Adapt in Legend Blue. These are so nice, man. I was so stoked for these. I still can't believe I actually have them. This is cool. All right, so let's get on with the review, shall we? On the outside of the shoe, we have on the upper part of the upper. Not sure how to say that. We have this ripstop material. It's like off-white sneakers have the same material, and I believe the Air Force One Reacts also have this ripstop material for the upper, and that goes around the entire sneaker on the top half of the upper. And then on the lower half of the upper, you have where the patent leather would be. It's this strip of suede. And I'm not sure if it's real or synthetic suede, but it really feels nice to the touch. Nice and soft. And it's the same pattern as a regular AJ11 that would have the patent leather in its place. But other than that, same pattern. On the ankle area of the shoe, on the outside of the upper, we have a Jumpman underneath this ripstop material. It's kind of a kind of a shadowy gray. Inside of the shoe has more of the same, the ripstop material and the suede. And then at the midfoot area, we have that exposed carbon fiber plate, which I'm not sure if this has carbon fiber in it because it's got the motors. But yeah, no, that's carbon fiber. You can tell. Midsole is white. I forgot to point this out on the outside of the shoe near the midfoot. These two buttons, plus and minus, that's to tighten and loosen the laces for the React system. On the tongue, we have that logo that's pretty standard for a Jordan 11. And then these other two gray straps on the top and the bottom, and then a pull strap on the top of the tongue. Rather than laces, of course, because this is an Adapt, you have these like nylon strings that are kind of in place like shoelaces, but you know, they're obviously not shoelaces. Again, with the eyelets too, you have these hooks for the nylon strings instead of eyelets. On the heel of the shoe, you have the standard Jordan 11 stuff, the 23. And then this soft material that goes all the way around the inside of the shoe as well. Let's see. Oh, they come with some pretty nice shoehorns. Shoehorn, it's not a shoehorn. They come with some pretty nice inserts. And no wax paper. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be paper in there. I'll get to that in a moment. I have a thought. But the insole just says Adapt, and it's got a Jumpman. It's really dark. I don't think my camera's going to get it very well. But I always say that, and then my camera ends up getting it. And I always see it in post. But anyways, it says Adapt, and it's got a Jumpman on a black insole. The inside of the tongue has quality basketball products, Jordan brand stuff with the Jumpman. The outsole is this translucent blue, which is really awesome, and mixed with this black rubber that's got a herringbone pattern for grip. On the midfoot, again, you can see the carbon fiber plate, and then there's a Jumpman hiding behind the translucent outsole. Other than that, the star of the show by far is the Adapt system. So let's go ahead and see if it's got a charge. And I guess I should download the app, since, you know, I'm an Adapt person now. From what I hear, you can have Siri take your shoes off for you now. So from what I heard, I don't know if this is true or not. I guess I'm going to find out. You can have Siri take your shoes off for you. And tighten them, for that matter. Don't know if that's true, but I guess I'm about to find out. So either they changed the name of the app or I'm downloading the wrong thing, but it looks like it's just called Nike Adapt now. On StockX, they have it listed as Fit Adapt app, but clearly that is not what it's called any longer. Guess we're going to find out. I do have a USB-C charger here somewhere. Get that plugged in. And let's see if there's a charge on the shoes. Oh, yeah. There is indeed. So one complaint that people had, I'll get a close-up of it right now, that the charging pad for the Adapt wasn't really meant for the Air Jordan 11. And so the shoe is off-center on the pad when you're charging it, which, I mean, it is a little bit, but I don't know why that's such a big deal. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, I guess if you're paying $500 for them, you want them to be, you know, even on the pad, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see it as being that big of an issue. But it is definitely a thing. If you're curious, people who are complaining about it, yes, it is a thing. So let's get into the Adapt app. Get started. Continue. Enter your email and join us. It is the same password as your Nike account. Just an FYI. Not sure why I would think otherwise, but it is. For each shoe, press and hold a button to power on. I'm going to take them off the charging pad really quick. All right. They are definitely on. It says may take up to a minute to connect. And it's trying to find them. I mean, I can't get any closer, Nike. You're halfway there. So got one of them. And I mean, it took a while. I'm editing through this so you guys don't have the pain of doing it real time, but it takes a while. Oh, the second one did a little faster, actually. It's already done. All right, I think it worked. Maybe not. This is not very intuitive. This is very much a product made by Nike. We're going to start from scratch. This is not going well. That was a fiasco, man. Let me tell you. They are now on my feet. Man, oh man. I'm so like, that was terrible. So, I have them on my feet now. Let's see if I can get my other camera up and running here. And it wants me to test fitment. It says let's find your fitment. Begin. Adapting to your feet. That was pretty cool. So it gives you a saved lock-in mode. I'm going to go ahead and do it and save. Creating a chill mode. So this is chill mode. I like it. Yeah. I like it. I dig. Chill mode's a little loose. It's how I would wear my shoes. In chill mode. All the time. So once you have them connected, it gives you your battery level. And let's see, what else? What other info do we got here? Light packs. Nike Mag light pack. That's cool. I dig it. Gives you your connection status, app icons. Yeah, pretty cool. So the fiasco with the Nike app. So apparently the person I bought these off of on StockX, they paired them with their phone, probably to play around with them, I'm sure. Freaking scalpers. And they didn't unpair them before they sold. And so what happened, or what you have to do in that particular instance, because all it says on the Nike app is shoe already paired. And it's very frustrating. And so the way to fix it is you have to do a reset of the shoe, which you hold the two buttons down until they stop blinking. They turn red and then they just kind of fade away. And then you hold the plus button and then press the minus button 3 times until it turns green. And then that will reset the shoe. Once you do that, then you can restart the Nike app and pair the shoe. You have to do that on both sides, and then you can pair the shoe to the Nike app. Not intuitive at all, Nike. That's very frustrating. And like, gosh, man. If the person who sold these shoes would have just deleted them from the app, I'm sure, and did the reset, could have avoided this whole thing. If it was somebody that, you know, like a non-tech person who doesn't care about using the app or whatever, then it'd be, you know, it's fine. Or even worse for that seller, if it was somebody that didn't want to take the time to figure it out, you know, it probably would have returned them. And so, note to you, I'm looking at you. If you own a pair of these that you're holding on to as dead stock for resale, but you couldn't resist the urge to play with them while you had them in your closet for 2 freaking years, delete it from the app and reset the shoe before you send them off to the new owner. All right? Thanks. So anyhow, that being said, on feet, they feel great. They feel like a Jordan 11. They, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell that there's a motor in these shoes. They feel like any other Jordan 11. I prefer to keep mine in chill mode, is what the app calls it. In locked in mode, they are pretty snug. It does lock you in. They do get pretty snug, so I'll probably rock these in chill mode for the entire time I own them. But that being said, for the most part, they feel like a Jordan 11. Like I said, wouldn't be able to tell that there is a motor in these things. Yeah, they're very comfortable shoes. I like them a lot. All right, so I did the on feet prematurely. Let's go ahead and get some close-ups of these bad boys, shall we? So, all right, all that being said, am I happy with my purchase? Absolutely, yes. This was still a shoe that was very high on my grail list, and a shoe that I never thought I would ever own because of the price. And so, yeah, I'm very happy to have them. I'm very excited to have them. Now that they're paired and working to my phone, and they're working properly, I'm even more excited to have them. But I'll keep on working. I'll post a short if I get it figured out. I'll keep on working on that Siri thing to voice activate the laces, because that's something that I really want, as a parlor trick, just to kind of ooh and ah, But if I can get it figured out, I'll post a short loosening my shoes with my voice. But anyhow, yeah, definitely recommend these. Would I have paid $500 for them? No. $500 is steep. Even for a Jordan Adapt, $500 is too rich for my blood. But under $400, did it hurt? Yeah, it stung. It stung a little bit. These have now taken their spot on top of the list of the most expensive sneakers I've ever owned. But still, way better than retail, and I still think that they are worth that price, the price that I paid. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you again for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and help feed that algorithm. I hope you have a great evening, and like always, thank you for watching.